Today on Strange Places. Out of all the abandoned churches across the globe, few can match the sheer size and magnitude of this chiseled stone leviathan. This Gothic-style cathedral has left ruins that rival the great cathedrals of Europe. The once proud church has been ravaged by 44 years of decay. And almost a century after its inception, Max Power and Mike That Crazy Dude will explore what's left of this abandoned complex in its entirety. From the Grand Tower to its massive, magnificent arches to its opulent auditorium and into the depths of its foundations. Follow us on an adventure, not into an abandoned church, but through an icon. And make sure you stay tuned for the behind-the-scenes drone crashes, all this and more on today's episode of Strange Places.
Hello, welcome to Strange Places, where we go places that most people wouldn't dare to venture. And I'm your host, Max Power. Today on Strange Places, we are going to be exploring this enormous Gothic-style cathedral that you would expect to find in medieval Europe, but no, it's right here in Gary, Indiana. Now, if you haven't already, please go down there right now, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn those notifications on. It really helps me out a lot, and here's the best part. You'll be able to see Strange Places videos the moment they come on, so go down there right now. It will take you 5 seconds. So now we take you to the Gary Methodist Cathedral on Strange Places.
Alright, what's up guys? I'm at the Gary Methodist Church, right behind me. I'm here with Mike That Crazy Dude, you guys know him. The link to his channel, of course, is going to be in the description. This is the main part, the congregation room, or whatever it's called. This is where the masses were held, the sermons were held, all of that. I'm always in awe, even after being here. I think this is my 4th time. It's amazing. Obviously, it's falling apart. There's nothing really left in here. It's unbelievable. It looks like something from medieval Europe, like the ruins of some of the great cathedrals of Europe. The only thing that's intact is the stone, and even that's starting to come apart too. It's a Gothic-style cathedral. You have the pointed arches. It's so cool. Some of the very ornate stonework is still there. So despite this not having any stuff in it, it's amazing. This is the first time, this is one of the only times where I've walked into a place with no stuff really left over, but the structure itself is so unbelievable. The architecture is so awe-inspiring that I can make a video on this place, and it's something that you guys are going to watch. And I've explored this a few times, but I never made a video on it. So you can clearly see how insignificant and small I am compared to this massive cathedral. It's incredible that these ruins used to be a gorgeous, thriving church with over 3,000 members, and now, with just 44 years of neglect, it has been reduced to a giant playground for Max Power. So strange that this place went to hell so quickly. It only closed in 1975. The elements really did its work on it. Hey, this is a little nice message for the Urbex community. Urbexers get shot. I guess I'm getting shot today, guys. So here's one of the entryways. And if you come in, you'll come into this sort of lobby, and we have the stairs here, and then we have the way into the church over here. So this portion is the building that is connected to the church, kind of like a main entrance area. The church is over here, and the rest of the complex is over here. This complex was used for office space. It was used as part of a college campus. There also is a basketball court upstairs, and we're going to show you that in a minute, but this complex had a variety of uses over the years. The fireplace behind me is actually very special because this is the last fireplace with the original wood panel. The rest of the entire building, the wood paneling has been ripped off. So now we're going to make our way into the building portion of this complex. Let's go. So now we come to this area. Back in the day, much of this was actually office space. This area was probably completely open. So yeah, I actually have a photo of what this very office looked like. Yeah, this is just a pile of rubble now. All the wood paneling and the wood that used to cover all this brick and masonry has just
fallen apart. It's turned into piles of trash. The fireplace still has really cool stonework here. There's some boards still left here, but the polished wood paneling has been completely ripped off.
Then I made my way into the auditorium, a large 4-story theater.
Wondering how I got these shots? That's how. Yeah, there's not much up that ladder. I would climb it, except I don't think there's anything up there. Yeah, so this is the backstage of the auditorium. Whoa!
So guys, this is obviously the stage. This is the auditorium at the church. The auditorium's not very big, the stage isn't very big either. A lot of cool graffiti on it. You know, everything is collapsed. There's stuff hanging from the ceiling, there's ropes hanging from the ceiling. The seating is right back there. Probably got seating for about 250 people or so. This isn't a huge auditorium, but it's pretty neat. Some of the stoneworking, some of the designs are still there. I haven't seen an auditorium like this in the church. Probably the biggest and most elaborate auditorium that I've ever seen in any church, especially an abandoned church. Yeah, let's go check out the upstairs portion.
So I headed upstairs towards the auditorium's upper seating.
Let's check this out. Wow, this is the projection room. I'll look through here. See the entire place.
Exiting the auditorium, I made my way back to the main staircase.
A lot of the masonry is starting to fall apart. A lot of the brickwork is starting to fall apart. Through this little hole, you can actually see the main room of this church.
I don't know.
Seating for the, I don't know, it's seating for something. Either it's the choir or the members of the congregation.
See, that's the kind of shit that gave us an M rating.
If you look straight up towards the tower, there's a net. And that net was put there to prevent wood and other stuff from falling down and possibly injuring somebody, because people come here all the time. There's a lot of stuff in that net that's fallen. Wood, I don't think any rock, but a lot of wood has fallen. Something very interesting that I noticed on the second floor is I thought this entire place was built of brick and stone, but this wall, this massive wall here, used to be a 3-foot wall, probably surrounded by stone, has given way and exposed the structural steel or iron. Did not know that metal was one of the main components of this church. What the hell is over there? I have never been over here. Let's check that out.
These hallways were uncharted territory for me.
I've been all over this church, but I have not been in this room yet. The one I'm standing on used to be a wall that used to go right here. So this used to be 2 individual rooms. The entire wall is just falling. The coolest part is the view of the church that we can get from that window. Let's go over there right now. These hallways, there are different rooms. Yeah, look, this part has been completely torn down. If you look, you can see the auditorium.
So the main staircase is absolutely fine, completely solid, but that's over there and I'm too lazy to go back over there. So let's take the stairs that are falling apart. I think the stairs were supposed to go all the way up here, but those have collapsed. So we gotta find another way.
Long ago, this now crumbling interior was once a well-decorated conference room.
Alright guys, so right now I'm on the third floor? Yeah, the third floor. And let's go to the fourth floor. It's just like an outdoor deck. Yeah, if we go to the fourth floor, we're gonna check this out too. This is the basketball gym. We're gonna go back down here and check out that basketball gym in a bit. It's just like a garden down here. It's actually pretty cool. And there's the tower right there, and a great view of the Gary skyline, which isn't that impressive, but it's still cool that we have a nice view of everything. This used to be the way to the tower, but now it's there's no way up.
Now it was time to make our way to the bell tower, the highest point
first.
in the cathedral.
Last time I was up there, the iron held. Damn, that's so wobbly. Your mic's on.
But I think this is where the journey ends.
No way. We'd have to build a bridge,
Show
dude.
him, like that's not happening. That's way too wide either way.
This used to be the way to the top, but there's no board anymore. Probably fell in the net. This is the highest we can get, though. The net's down there, so you probably wouldn't die, but you would yourself up. It's still a little bit sketchy up here. We're on iron because we don't know if this iron's gonna hold or not. And right below us is death. The iron collapses, and then behind me is the tower, and we can't get all the way up to the top. Shout out to Vitus. Vitus was able to do that back in the day. There used to be a board that went across that gap, and it still took a lot of balls to use the board. I'm trying to find a way, dude. There's no way.
We climbed back down the rusting, rotting iron ladder and headed back towards the basketball court.
Wow. So this obviously used to be a basketball court. Well, not obviously, because only the backboards are left. The wooden backboards. Everything else is gone. It's covered in debris.
This once proud court used to be completely indoors. Spectators used to watch games from the top floor. It is now almost unrecognizable.
And if you look behind me, you can see the tower from here.
The top floor's roof is almost completely non-existent, which means there is nothing to protect the church complex from the harsh Midwest winters and torrential rains. From the gym, there was a set of stairs that led right to the roof.
Okay, we're on the roof of the church. You can tell how old this place is by the fact that literal trees are growing out of the roof.
Last but not least, Mike and I explored the church's extensive basement.
I think this is right under the main part of the church, right? So this is what's underneath the church. Look at this is the foundation. Those massive columns on the first floor. Those nice, with the nice stonework and everything. There's some structural steel too. The main structure relies on the arches. So the arches force all of the weight onto all of these reinforced concrete columns here. And these go all the way up. And on top, those become those nice big stone columns. So that's pretty cool. Some stores down here. This is like the upper basement. We're about to go into a lower part of the basement. Oh, it's a bit, shit, it is flooded. The basement of this church is amazing. Look, these used to be stairs. Alright, let's go in some tunnels. Stalactites have already formed. Look, there's a water droplet. This is how these form over the years. The water droplets deposit minerals. Unlike cave stalactites, these are very, very fragile. Maybe they're made of like calcium or something. I can't leave. Save me, please.
I believe that this must have been a boiler or furnace room.
What in the hell? Is this an elevator room? What the hell used to be up there?
Guys, that's all we have for you today. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment. Also, check out Mike That Crazy Dude's YouTube channel. The link is going to be in the description. I'm your host, Max Power. See you next time on Strange Places.
A little behind the scenes stuff. The first drone crash was kind of an accident, but the second one